Hey everybody, welcome back to Northern Lion Plays the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth. We did terribly on yesterday's daily challenge. Today it looks like we're playing as Maggie. You know, I have to own up to this and see where we finished yesterday. It's actually, you know what, first off, kudos to Nick, kudos to Bear, and I'll give them the kudos, even though I don't mean any disrespect to Rob or Last Grey Wolf there. But they made it past the first floor. That's very impressive. Luke roasted and toasted your ass as usual. I'm joking. We basically died on the same floor. Anyway, we're gonna try to perform better on the daily today, which would be nice. We're going to Mega Satan as Maggie. Interesting. Not an XL floor, not an XL floor. We're gonna ignore Mom's bra. Ooh, this is a tempting little nugget of interest, isn't it, right here? Probably not the best phrase to use there, but it's appropriate for how I'm feeling about this run. I was glad that paid out early, because I was actually very frightened that he would force us to get down to like half of a heart in order to actually make that work fantastically for us. And I don't know why I'm saying fantastic. Maybe I'm thinking of Fallout New Vegas a little bit. But Speedball is a totally worthwhile pickup, not only early in the game, but whenever in the game. We have taken some dumb damage. Let's try to, you know, you don't need me to go on my diatribe of what I consider important and unimportant when it comes to a daily challenge perspective, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna try to minimize damage taking because I think that's probably the easiest way for us to get the highest score possible, provided we actually live long enough to make this run work. Now, Mom's bra, not quite good enough to take. I don't think there's enough, you know, this is phrasing again, I don't think there's enough in Mom's bra here for us to take it over the Yum Heart, especially because the Yum Heart actually does give us points every time we manage to meaningfully use it. And I do think that, you know, Mom's bra is an okay spacebar item if you got limited options, but I would probably take Yum Heart over it because it opens up like more interesting kind of lines of play for us. For example, we could play Blood Banks and use Yum Heart to heal us up from that. You know, we can play Demon Judgments like we already did and heal up from that and get some value out of that. I'll take Latchkey. We will not get a blood bank on the next floor unless it happens randomly, but we certainly have enough keys if we can manage to get like a Guppy's tail or something. Infestation 2 is a fantastic item. Absolutely fantastic. We'll trade a bomb for a bomb and a key. Now, even though our damage is not going to be that great, I can't believe I said fantastic again, but ooh, a health upgrade as well. Even though our damage is not going to be that great, having the spiders, you always want them. It's like, you always want more damage, but even if your damage sucks, the spiders still give you more damage. You're still going to be stoked to have them. We have a Wheel of Fortune here. We can basically afford to get hits at least 3 times, maybe 4, depending on what size of shots we get hit by, so I'm pretty sure that there's no way we don't get a deal with the devil here. Considering we're fighting Mega Satan, if this daily challenge is actually curated, I would expect to see some decent deal with the devil items at some point. Doesn't necessarily have to be this deal with the devil, but we're gonna need damage in order to have a good chance to beat Mega Satan, or just a colossal amount of HP, but I wouldn't be surprised to see some awesome deal with the devil items, but I still don't know if these are curated or not curated, but certainly, some of them have seemed themed, but they could just be themed, you know, coincidentally. We will absolutely take the matchbook. Extra bombs we can use with Wheel of Fortune. And we'll be fighting Krampus. So I'm thinking we try something along these lines, and it worked out okay. Spent a bomb, did a lot of damage to Krampus, but also gave us a bomb and a key. Not that we need the key right now, but that's okay. That's damage we avoided, which I'm excited about. Those are points we're never gonna lose until the next time we get hit in probably a fraction of a second. Let's continue exploring this floor. Lump of coal, good pickup. Not, you know, gonna write home about it or anything like that, but it's decent enough to be semi-excited about. And I don't know if it actually affects our spiders, but it could affect our spiders. And if those spiders end up dealing more damage, anything that makes our spiders deal more damage is going to be, you know, chief amongst the things we're going to want on this run. Or on every run, for that matter. Troll bomb. Was waiting for the crawl space to show up there. Maybe next time. What do you think? Secret room? No. I don't like to be wasting consumables in greed mode. Or not greed mode, sorry, daily challenges. But I don't like to be wasting consumables in greed mode either. They're also very valuable in that, but this is not greed mode. Hematemesis. Well, we actually did not get points there, I think, for using Krampus, or not Krampus' head, Yum Hearts. Maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe that doesn't give you points anymore. Will we fight Boss Rush on this run? If we can, yes. Will we fight Hush? I would prefer not to, but always the red chest cursed eye, man. I can't do it. I can't do it if we're gonna fight Hush, if we're gonna do Boss Rush. It's just too much of a liability, unfortunately. Even though I like it on, like, non-score focused runs. Not like it, but, you know, I find it kind of interesting on non-focused score runs. Non-score focused runs, I should say. Non-forward focused runs. Anarchist Cookbook. I'm not even gonna pick it up. Because the odds of it showing up are probably, or showing up again, I should say, are less than the opportunity cost associated with picking up the item and then putting it back down, which is like minus 20 points and a little time. It's not much, but it's more than I'm willing to spend to just take it out of the pool. Golden Horseshoe. So I believe that this gives us a better chance. Don't quote me on this. This is conjecture, but I believe this gives me a better chance of getting golden consumables. And considering how valuable golden consumables can be, I'm excited about that. I don't mind our spiders being on these chasms, by the way. It's better if they can, you know, also help us kill enemies relatively quickly, but I don't mind them being stuck up here, because that means we just get to use them on the next floor. Next room, I should say. Alright, got him. Let's go inside of our curse room. And I don't regret this. At least not yet. So we should play this guy 4 times, and then use Yum Heart. Ooh, a Demon Baby, and we got another Yum Heart stored up, just in case he was a little bit more aggressive there. If you are one of those players who plays without going to curse rooms, I think you're going to be a little, not super behind the 8 ball, but a little behind the 8 ball relative to where you could be if you'd, you know, made the extra effort and gotten Speedball and Demon Judgment, or Demon Baby here. Not necessarily like a huge coup either way, but good enough to consider. Butt Bombs, probably not good enough. Let's try to remake them. Little Gish, I don't know. Experimental Treatment is pretty bad. I'm not going to take 404 because I don't know what it does, but we'll try to get another penny. Reasoning behind that is, obviously, I want to reroll that item again. I have faith that we'll get something good out of it. We really need something good to justify Mega Satan, Boss Rush, and Hush. I mean, Butt Bombs are okay. Little Gish is okay. Experimental Treatment, not okay. That one's just not okay. But, oh wow, the door's open already. Before we go for it, maybe I'll just work my way down here, just so we know what we're looking at on the entire floor. I can't believe I didn't get hit there. I kind of froze up. Another key. Should be coming close to our boss fight. Then we'll go back, backtrack, see what we can get. I have like, my thinking is always like feast or famine. There's got to be something good in there, or great in there, I should say. And if it's not great, why? Ah, such terrible damage. Why bother? We can just leave it behind instead. But if it is like a half-decent passive item on my next opportunity, I'm going to stick with it because we pretty much have to. I've knocked that away from what could have been the secret room. Okay, the Frail is bad, but not so bad as to be, you know, truly scary here. We're also way ahead of schedule for Boss Rush, which, by association, means we're way, way ahead of schedule for Hush. So, that's okay. Well, okay, he jumped a little more quickly than I would have originally anticipated. That was terrible performance on my behalf as well. Watch out for the Brimstone lasers. Do as much damage as is possible, because that's pretty much the name of the game. If we can kill him right here, that would be super ideal, and we got it done. Speed upgrade, Spirit Hearts, and, well, I mean, I'm kind of tempted to go to our shop and then blow up. Oh, we don't have a donation machine because it's a daily challenge. Right. Okay, so we'll just, we'll blow up this statue one last time, unless we get a penny here. Okay. We'll blow up this statue one last time, take whatever we can get. Man, that sucks. We shouldn't have even picked it up, I think, but that's unfortunate. In hindsight, Butt Bombs probably was the right take. Little Gish is an acceptable take there, but I swung for the fences and I got my pants stuck on the chain link and it pulled my underwear off, and I ended up being made fun of on America's Funniest Home Videos. You know, sometimes that's the way the cookie crumbles, I guess. Curse of the Maze. Not a huge problem when you're not really strapped for time. Spiders doing great work for us. Much appreciated. Bombs could be valuable. Yeah, I mean, butt bombs, I should have stuck with them. I think butt bombs are fast becoming maybe like my second favorite bomb synergy after sad bombs. Just because of the number of items that can actually just give you bombs, like Curse of the Tower or, you know, number 2. Having butt bombs as your synergy can actually be really valuable because it can clear out rooms, you know, especially if you can get like number 2 butt bombs and whatever the one is that gives you mass poisoning. You walk into the room, everything gets poisoned, you fart out a bomb, everything that isn't dead from the poisoning dies from the butt bomb. But that's kind of, it's a little bit of a pipe dream, especially because we've completely bypassed that line, but we'll see. The Stain. Normally, this boss is a little bit of a crapshoot for me. I love his arms attack, like that one is super easy for us to deal with. Not a huge fan of the minions, but at the same time, we will get some spiders out of it. It's the swirling, you know, whirling dervish of death attack that I'm not really excited about. The Stain is almost dead. This is the one that's the most problematic for us, as you can tell. Terrible damage on my part. Don't blow it. We almost have blown it. We did not blow it. Instead, we get to deal with the Angel. Spun! I don't know what this means. And we get Guardian... They're not Guardian Lance. Spear of Destiny. I'm not going to fight the Angel statue. Because we already have... we already have the full key. So basically, there's no way I'm not going to take Guardian Spear. Because it's an interesting item. I kind of hate it because mostly I know it from the Guardian Challenge. But it has shown up on a Greed Mode run I think I did on stream once. And it can be kind of fun. I don't like having to get right up in an enemy's face, but, oh, it's okay. Should we fight it just to fight it? Maybe we'll fight it just to fight it. We'll probably take some damage in the process that I'm doubtless not going to be super proud of. There's also a Guppy's Head, and we will be taking said Guppy's Head. Getting flies and spiders and making an item like Hive Mind extremely valuable for us. Can't help but, you know, I can't shake the feeling that Demon Baby is doing like all of our damage here. Maybe this will give me an item that's not the key piece, but let's be honest, no, that's not how it's gonna go. Alright, so we'll take this and roll with Guppy's Head in the future. This gives us a little bit of extra range, which might be worthwhile considering we have an item that doesn't allow us to capitalize on that right now. So we want to be out of here by 13 minutes or so. Yeah, this is a very scary room. I don't love the idea of basically only having melee attacks, but, you know, we gotta do what we gotta do. And I think this is an interesting one. We got enough speed to be maneuverable, without a doubt. Infested. And here is our... Ooh, here's full health for one. And also our item room. And Loki's Horn. Our eyes popping out of our skull right now. Also, Loki's Horn does not give us 4 Guardian Spears, which is really what I was banking on, if I'm being honest. It's okay. Life goes on. That'll be another HP upgrade. Let's wait till next floor to take the pill. Maybe we'll even try to buy a Spirit Heart here if we can. Yeah, I mean, Mom's Key is really good, but we'll buy the Spirit Heart. Maybe use a bomb to find a second secret room. Okay. Oh, runes are good. Runes are good. Good consumables. Perthrow. Acceptable. Onsus. Dagaz. We'll definitely use Dagaz on this floor. We should use Onsus. That'll allow us to find the secret room. Another Onsus. Another Dagaz. Perthrow. Let's take our pill. It ended up being explosive diarrhea. Oh, and it did hit us, because I'm dumb. But we have a Perthrow rune now. We probably should have used on Loki's Horns, but we can save for a future deal with the devil and or angel. Regular secret room. Plenty of money. And a luck upgrade. Let's get out of here. We have killed a lot more time than I would have liked, but we got value out of it, so I feel like this is completely okay. We'll head down to the next floor, feeling relatively strong. Let's, we'll probably want to do that room if we have time. You know, you remember the daily challenge strategy. Take exactly as long as is necessary to get into boss rush and no longer. But I do like to err on the side of caution, give myself maybe a minute or so of a cushion. And we are about a minute ahead of schedule for boss rush right now. So I think that we're pretty much doing business as usual. Now that we are melee focused, though, we are going to start taking a lot more damage as well. Which is bad, but I won't pass up a chance to use an item like Guardian Spear that like completely changes the way the game is played, because that's what I'm playing the game for. I'm not playing the game to get the highest score. I'm playing the game to have a fun time. Now, Sack of Trinkets, or Mom's Box, as I can't really bring myself to call it, despite it being its actual name, is interesting. I still feel like that's the secret room, and I just fucked up the placement, but it's interesting. Certainly not good enough to replace Guppy's head. So then the question becomes, is it worth using just as a, like, 7-cent trinket? Normally trinkets are 5 cents, but, we don't really have a choice in the matter on that one. If that's the only trinket for sale, that's what we gotta go with. That could have been our secret room as well. I think I'm trying to be like a jack of all trades, master of none here, unfortunately. Putting the bombs down in a situation where they won't hit what I want them to hit. Plenty of cash. I'd like to be out of here within the minute, if possible, and I don't think it's impossible. Red patch, I don't know. Golden Horseshoe, oh, there is a Tinted Rock over there. Golden Horseshoe I'm gonna stick with, but it hasn't necessarily worked out for us yet. Now, I will admit, Hourglass is one of those items that I've been thinking of as kind of like, we didn't really have to fight that, but does this give you, like, unlimited point potential on a daily challenge? If it does, do I want to be the guy sitting there for 4 hours making unlimited points? The answer is maybe and no. So I will ignore it for now. I'm going to ignore Golden Horseshoe as well to take Burnt Penny. I think having more bombs will be more valuable. It does make it sting a little bit more that I was an idiot and re-rolled butt bombs, but, hey man. Fighter of the Dwight man. It doesn't really make any sense, but he is a champion of the sun. Where's my consumable? There it is. We're gonna be roughly on time, and hopefully we can manage to snag a deal with the devil or angel here. I'd accept an angel. And we're going to have to do that. I think Little Steven is okay, not worth using per throw. I'll tell you what, I don't think we're gonna get an angel, I don't think we're gonna get an item pedestal from this angel, but I'm gonna try anyway. Because we have a per throw rune. Celtic Cross is good. It's good enough. I really, really, really felt like per throwing that to try to get something incredible. But we can probably wait on it. I like the idea of Celtic Cross if we're going to do Boss Rush and if we're going to do Hush. Because the invincibility from it might end up being relatively valuable for us. So, as much as it's maybe not that glamorous of an item, I do think it's an acceptable choice, even though I was admittedly on the fence. I was like, we're gonna get 2 rerolls for the price of 1, and just rethought it at the last second. It's interesting. I don't really want to take enough damage to get the books. Why am I shooting now? Have I always been shooting? And yet being like, oh, we have melee only. Melee, well, to be fair, I've been saying melee focused, which is different, but that's funny, but also very hilarious and kind of typically Northern Lion that, I thought that we had melee only. My mistake. Come on. I don't really want IV bag. I was doing this mostly to get into the boss trap room. Oh, that's a Burnt Penny. I was like, somehow we're summoning bombs now. Child's Heart might be an interesting one for us. I really want to do Boss Rush, so if you could not really mind me too much here, come on, please, don't do me dirty. There we go, IV bag. IV bag is like borderline per throwable, without a doubt. The reason I'm not going to do it is because we are going to take Child's Heart here now. The reason I'm not going to do it is because I want to, nice. I want to keep our per throw rune for a potential deal with the devil. I thought there might be 2 of you. I didn't think there might be 3, so lucky me, I guess. Health up. Yes, I will take this. Now, I'm trying to rebuild our health a little bit here. Unfortunately, we didn't quite get low enough because I was a little too aggressive with the invincibility plays on the blood bank. We didn't quite get into Boss Rush. You never know if that's going to be the thing that kind of comes back to burn you a little bit relative to other people on the daily, but I feel like we're okay. That was extremely bad damage. Just let the flies take care of these guys, because they're kind of in a dangerous position. So there is a shop that I missed up there. Those flies are just standing still. You jokers. We got so much time now. And so much money. 75 cents. Thank God we're not fighting greed. So we get deep pockets, more stuff to carry. I don't know what this means, but it sounds fantastic. Hematemesis. Oh, this is perfect if we can find a second secret room. The devil. Buy a key. Okay, well, let's look for a second secret room. We could also use Hematemesis to get into our boss trap room. We still have an item room to go to, though, and a little scared we might not be able to make it if we just keep doing this. Man, I don't really like this, but we have unlimited bombs. Oh, we found it. Okay. Worth it? Oh, we traded like all of our black hearts for one red heart. Or all of our red hearts for one black heart. Per throw. We got a devil card. Boss Rush is so valuable, but I think I might have fucked myself out of it. I bet we can beat Mom real quickly. So here's what I'm thinking. Rush your ass off to get to that item room. Hopefully you'll pick up HP along the way. I know there's a boss trap room as well. The boss trap room is like my number 3 priority. Can't afford to keep taking damage like that. Of course, it helps that we get, you know, red hearts back, but... Oh, yeah. Little Gertie. Acceptable item. Pretty fly. Well worth the cost of coming here. This is the risky one right here. We got a spirit heart back. I was hoping we get 2. Now we have to book it. And we have to really decide if we're going to do boss rush. What I would be hoping for, maybe, from... Oh, come on. Might not be worth it, but... What I would be hoping for from boss rush is maybe an item that gives us full HP. We got 30 seconds to do this. If we pop our devil card, I bet we can do it. But I'd much rather pop our devil card on the boss rush fight itself. Let's do it. Here we go. Here we go. Great. 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 Still great. We've done it. Take the negative. Take the HP. Enter boss rush. Then make a decision. Host helmet is like almost good enough, right? But I think we have to per throw. Soy milk! No! Oh, I'm not taking soy milk, I'll tell you that much. So we'll take Crack the Sky. And do I regret this? Yes, I regret this, smarty pants. My aggressive re-rolling has been my own downfall over the course of this. I want to make very clear, by the way, abundantly clear, that on a normal run, I would not have considered doing boss rush for fucking Crack the Sky that I'm not even gonna hold. But on this run, I'm going to because I want the points. And you know what? I think that's good for you guys because it's certainly gonna be it's gonna make for an interesting boss rush. Let's put it that way. This all being said, we are doing a decent amount of damage. We got red hearts dropping in the stretch navigator. We also have food everywhere as if the party was catered. We got cages on my right, cages on my left. Put them both together, you make music all night. This doesn't, that's not the way the song goes because it clearly does not rhyme. But after the boss, it's the boss rush party. No, that's probably the worst R. Kelly impression of all time. Really half-assed it, and that became clear in the execution without a doubt. Getting lots of money here. I mean, this is Child's Heart. As much as I would prefer to not be standing right next to an enemy that summons several other enemies, I think it had to be done in order to make sure that he didn't get too much momentum off of us. Oh, that was great. It really seems like non-tanky enemies do not stand up to this, like, devil setup we got going on. Like, Devil Guardian Spear is holding it down. We're actually gaining HP, which is always the situation you want to be in on boss rush, but rarely the situation you actually find yourself in. That was stupid of me. And that was even dumber. I'm not going to suggest that we're necessarily getting close to the end, but I think we might only have like 6 or 7 waves left, which is not that bad. Oh, this is fine. This is fine. We've recently done the Guardian Challenge. We know how to make this work. Just a little prick. Haunt's not so bad either. Gertie Jr. is going to be annoying. At this point, I'm like, I know I shouldn't be taking damage because of the damage penalty, but I also sort of don't care as much. Because I know we're going to have enough HP to survive this anyway. And survive after this, which is pretty much, like, equally important. By the way, since taking Guardian Spear, I think I've pretty much, you know, the writing's been on the wall about whether or not we're going to do Hush. And the answer is not, because our range is so shit we can't stand there. We can't stand in and fight the Hush. We'll just get hit too much. But we'll take our bonus points from this. I honestly think we might be disproportionately good on this daily. Like, if we win, if we're able to beat Mega Satan, I think we might be disproportionately high on the leaderboards relative to other people doing the challenge. Because I think Boss Rush is going to be one of those things that a lot of people are going to make as a game time decision and probably not actually do. Which bodes well for us, because we're going to get through it just fine. You know, pretty much thanks to Child's Heart, if I'm being honest. But, hey, you know, we're the ones who made the decision to give up Burton Penny for it. Gotta admit, I'm not necessarily thrilled with the speed at which these enemies are dying. AKA, slowly. Almost got it. We do have one more item coming at the end of this, too. Let's not forget. Not quite done yet. Is this Pin? It is Pin. Infestation 2 also helping us out a lot as well. And done? Done. Anti-grab. I don't think that'll do anything for us, really. Maybe more ticks of damage. Well, it does something for our actual tiers, I guess. That is true. Down to the next floor. Well, I could try to fight Hush and just rely on Pretty Fly to block everything. There we go. We did take Child's Heart. I was actually like, oh shit, did we accidentally take Burnt Penny? Thankfully, no. Flies. Flies everywhere a fly. Blocking my scenery, breaking my mind. Do this, don't do that. Haven't you seen the flies? That was a little scary, but I'm proud of us for getting through. Hopefully this ends up being the wrong way so I can get as many consumables as possible, is what I was going to say. I'm still pissed that the Guardian Spear doesn't have a hitbox, like, directly in front of it. At least, like, immediately in front of it. At long range, or, like, medium range it does, but directly in front of it, I guess, not necessary. We're at full HP, but we were probably going to take red heart damage on this boss, and as a result be unable to get the deal with the angel here. I've got to be honest, we might want to turn this into a full Sir Lancelot run. Get rid of the Guppy's head, and instead just roll with White Pony. Very lucky not to get hit there, but yeah, I think White Pony's going to be better for us, strangely enough. It's not a common pickup at this point in the game. Oftentimes you'll have a passive ability to fly or you won't need it, but I think you can justify it here for sure. God, I hate just randomly getting hit when you enter a room. It's good for enemies that spawn bombs. We won't encounter too many of those over the course of the rest of the game, I think. So we're going to Shoal after this. I think we have the kind of run where we can win the game. Like, we can beat Mega Satan with this. I don't think we're ever going to ball out of control. We might have missed our last chance at that by fucking up the deal with the devil on the Womb 1. But, you know, we tried. And I think it's clear that we put in a real effort here. There were no colossal throws. Not taking butt bombs, a small throw. Not taking... that was probably worth it. Not taking Host Hat, a larger throw. I think maybe it's one of those items I don't evaluate as highly as I eventually will. Because I'm like, invincibility... or not invincibility, but, you know, protection from bombs. There's already an item that gives me heals from bombs. So why would I bother? That's not a good attitude. Circle of protection. Protect me from myself. Might as well get some practice fighting these angel statues. I mean, we're also picking up the occasional, ooh, Spirit Heart, but also, consumable for doing the fight, and... yeah, Curse of the Tower. Yeah, Abel. I mean, they're not really worth it, but I'll take them. Maybe the occasional point for doing the room at least, but if you take damage on it, it probably nullifies it. But, you know, either way. I think it's an okay idea for what to do. Man, are we gonna fight Hush? It's so, like, it's the right decision, I think, if you can get points for both now. And you could possibly get items out of it, but it's so more likely to not work out for us. Especially considering we're so melee focused. I think we probably just want to say no to the Hush on this one. We've already gotten the boss rush bonus. Probably will not be able to get the Hush bonus, so. Hush, little bonus, don't say a word. Because you won't exist thanks to Daddy's choice of behavior and actions that has consequences. Ah, there goes our Eternal Heart. But the Hush, admittedly, might be beatable for us thanks to Celtic Cross, but I think it's kind of just like a little too much risk. We definitely want to keep Child's Heart. Probably throw down some bombs. Guardian Spear is so interesting because I think that Loki's horns plus our actual, like, just regular tears might be doing more damage for us, but what do I know? Okay, we start down here, kill all these guys. We actually got pretty good damage done to them there, and we're going to get some invincibility from Celtic Cross, which is going to give us enough to actually finish the job here super easily, and we got an Eternal Heart back, which is awesome. I really don't think I can fight Hush here. I hate to do it. I'm pussying out a little bit, but I think this is the right decision for us. For survival's sake, at least. And, again, oh my lord, that's fast. We've had, several runs like this recently, but I think it's in our best interest to clear as much of the Dark Room as possible before we fight Mega Satan. Ansus Rune. Yeah, and there is a library available here. I use the Ansus Rune here, basically because, oh, botch that. Basically because on the next floor, I don't really need to know where the boss fight is. And now that I'm thinking about that, I'm like, wait a minute, that's the dumbest shit you've ever said. We're much better off knowing where it is on the next floor. So that we don't go in directions that don't take us to a boss. But, you know, NL logic strikes again, apparently. Good stuff. Yeah, we can hang back a little bit. I've been taking some dumb damage on this floor. This should be a daily that a lot of people have a chance to get a pretty decent score in. But I'm gonna still try to keep us, you know, getting as much in the point category as possible by not taking damage. Hasn't really been working out that well so far. I've been kind of hemorrhaging HP for a little while here. I just wish we could see what this Guardian Spear does when you actually stack up a ton of damage on it. Because right now, it's just like a weird mom's knife. Very thankful for all these half hearts we're getting. I figured we'd come down here because now we actually have the ability to fly, so might be more value for us. Inherent. This is exactly what I was hoping for. More hearts. We should probably kill the last enemy, I guess. Alright. Not the best damage I've ever taken, probably. Book of Sin gave us full health. Relax. And telepathy for dummies, which I don't care about. Okay, taking some very, very dumb damage. Be as smart as we can be. That's good. Well, it's actually bad immediately, but could be good in the future. One thing's for sure, I'm actually very glad that I chose not to fight Hush. After the sorry display that we've kind of seen on this floor. Little Gertie, unsung hero as often. More red hearts, please. I'm not too despondent because A, we probably got enough HP to beat Mega Satan. B, this is not a multiple choice question. These are all things that are applying right now. We have a second secret room right here that could pretty easily... Oh, wow, you got me. Could pretty easily contain, you know, a bunch of red hearts. It doesn't, but it could have. By the way, I don't expect this, Eternal Heart to live. If it does, awesome. But I wouldn't bet on it. Okay, completely botched the bomb, but Little Gertie was the bomb we didn't know we needed. It was the bus that couldn't slow down. Great stuff, easy. Well done. Circle of Protection's doing something for us. It's blocking some incoming shots. I still don't know exactly how it works, but it's certainly saving me a little bit of heartache right here. Maybe we can make the Eternal Heart last. I will admit, I think Mega Satan's programming, or his AI, the programming is kind of a misnomer, but his AI has gotten a lot better. He tries to, like, bait you into attacks now. Like, he'll send attacks at one side and then try to do, like, a brimstone laser down the middle. Oh, that's bullshit! Fear shot, you cost me! Okay, we've lived. We've lived to the dark room. We picked up our half red heart. Let's head down to the next floor. So we're gonna be in the 30,000s roughly here. Guppy items? 2 guppy items? Pandora's box just gives us, like, the Bible now. 1 makes you small, acceptable. Pretty fly, acceptable. 3rd pretty fly, acceptable. Luck down. Not awful. Speed down. Again, it could be a lot worse, if I'm being realistic here. So, again, I definitely should have kept our, Onsus rune for this floor. But I didn't, and now this is what we're gonna deal with. Beating Mega Satan is a 6,000 point bonus, so it's definitely on my list of things to do today. And of course, that's also how the challenge ends. What I'm trying to get at is just that, you know, that's my #1 priority, but I think we can accomplish our secondary objective of killing the lamb as well. Or at least, like, every room gives us a bonus of points as well. As long as it doesn't take us 100 years to finish. And, oh, we got the D6. Let's re-roll. That's not that good, but I'll take it. Now we can no longer fly, which actually is, like, a pretty huge penalty for us, but as long as we play our cards right, should be okay. Oh, invincibility. Oh, we didn't get hit the second time as well. Great stuff. Okay, so we got our, we got back there. We can re-roll Pandora's box, too. Probably a good idea. Oh, enemies that rush us are really nice to fight because of, Halo of Flies blocking them. Most of the time. Their half red heart. We are, you know, we're losing HP here. I would be the first to tell you that. Because it's kind of written on the wall. Cool, another pretty fly. But, I still think we can make this happen. And I think our damage penalty is, it pales in comparison to the chance for us to get, you know, more red hearts and eventually win the game. Hopefully we won't die on one of these rooms, making what I'm saying seem completely, you know, just batshit wrong. Good dodge. That's a lot of HP. I find this acceptable. Even better. Let's come back and re-roll Pandora's box. We could also use Pandora's box and re-roll the Bible, but I don't think it matters. You know, why not cut out the middleman? I thought 1 Mr. Mega might be enough to kill the Widow, actually. It was pretty close, but it's not quite enough. You know the drill. Build up as much HP as possible. We may need close to full HP to beat Mega Satan. Oh, so we want to be sensible about this. Oh, really? At least we got a half heart out of it, but I'm disappointed. Oh man, these incubus. Incubuddies, they can be a problem. Algiz? It is an Algiz. Okay, I think maybe the Algiz rune is what we take into the Mega Satan fight. If we don't want to fight the lamb, in a way we kind of have like a get out of jail free card. Maybe this whole lamb thing was a terrible decision. If it is, this is our get out of jail free card. We can now just go fight Mega Satan, have the Algiz rune, and be completely fine. Don't charge, don't charge. What? I stood in my own bomb's range? Stood in my own bomb's range. That's to the tune of Sloop John B. Just give it a shot, it might work out. Could use a break right now. I don't know if the Algiz rune will let us do enough damage to kill Mega Satan, though. So, still kind of feel like our get out of jail free card isn't as valuable as I thought it was. Also, there's like an actual level of confusion because there's a real get out of jail free card in the game. So, what I meant is not doing the same thing as the get out of jail free card. You know what I mean. You got the idea. It saves us a lot of problems, is what I'm trying to say. Oh, that sucks. Okay, what gets re-rolled now? It was our stupid little Robo Baby 2.0. It becomes Eden's Blessing, which I don't even know if this gives us another chance at an item on tomorrow's daily. We've done it. Alga's number 2. Dagas we will use right away. I think we should explore more. And once we've got the whole thing sorted out, that's when I'll try to... Oh, lucky us. Where's Red Ghost number 2? When we've got the whole floor sorted, we'll look for second secret rooms to try to get HP. Hey man, this is what's gonna separate like a great run from a disproportionately great run on today's daily, I think. The ability to do what we're doing right now could be extraordinarily helpful. Fuck this enemy. What? I wasn't... Look, you can go back and watch the game footage. I wasn't even close to this jabroni pony. Gotta get in there. It's alright, we got hit once. Life goes on. I got a feeling that might be our second secret room. It's always Little Gimpy, isn't it? Little Gimpy, by the way, is Gertie Jr. in my naming system. Killed myself on my own Curse of the Tower bombs. Well, can't say I didn't warn myself. I'm reasonably okay with today's performance, but man, I should have just gone for Mega Satan right off the bat. Oh well, it's still a decent daily. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal, and of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. But for now, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.